Hi, my name is Liz Smith, sometimes known as Mama Liz, and I live in Garner, North Carolina born and raised, and this is my Mars Confession. My dream. I am part of the older echelon and have had many dreams come true and many dreams not. Um, if I had to have one dream that I've always had and that was never fulfilled, it was I wanted to be an astronaut. I think that going into outer space would be an amazing adventure. And I did try to pursue that when I was younger. Till I found out I don't fly well. I just don't like it. Can't be an astronaut if you don't like to fly. So, however, now that I'm older and supposedly wiser, if the opportunity arises where they begin giving shuttle rides to the general population, my name will probably be one of the first one on the list. So that way I'm still thinking about my dream and haven't given up on it yet. If there's one thing I can say to the echelon, it would be to have faith. To have faith in yourself, to have faith in your dreams, and no matter how bad things get, it could be worse. So you have to have faith that things are going to get better. Be thankful for everything that you have, no matter how small. When you're hurt, whether it's physical or emotional, or if you're lonely, you're scared, or life is just throwing you curveballs. And it does. It seems like every time things start going good, there's a curveball and it's going to knock you upside the head. You just have to have faith that it's all going to be okay and it's all going to get better. I believe God put us here on this earth to be happy, and so that's what I try to do, is have faith that my life is going to be happy, and I do what I can to make it that way. It's a life can be gone in an instant, so just keep that faith, and you'll be so much better than you ever imagined. From the show from This Is War era, unfortunately I missed that due to some reasons that I'll get into a little bit later. But my favorite song on that album, I don't know that I can choose because I absolutely love all of them. Night of the Hunter just gets me all hyped up and ready to dance and jump around and have fun. The one that resonates with me the most, as it does a lot of the echelon, is Alibi, because we do fall down and our world does crash, and we have the choice of either letting it get to us or getting back up and starting again. And that's what I did during my most difficult time, which was when my husband was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer. He'd been quit smoking for 20 years, so we didn't expect that at all. And it was a hard fight, but he fought a good fight. He did not survive the cancer. No, I take that back. He survived the cancer because when he died, exactly 9 months to the day that he was diagnosed, he didn't have any cancer in his lungs. He had small tumors throughout the rest of his body. But he died from an embolism to the heart. And we had prayed that when the time came that he would go quick. And that's what happened. We had faith that there wouldn't be much suffering. And that was the course. So the cancer with him and losing him sooner than we anticipated was tough for me. It was even more difficult for our girls to watch them go through the realization that their dad was gone, that he wouldn't be there to watch them graduate or watch them perform or walk them down the aisle when they got married or see their grandkids. They know he's watching them from heaven. It's still very, very, very hard to see people that are the most important to you in your life to go through something like that, and know that there's nothing really that you can do to make them feel better except just be there for them and pray for them. And speaking of which, they are my proudest achievement They are beautiful, they are kind, they are loving, they are smart, they are supportive. They're good. They're good girls. They how that happened with me as their mom, I'm not quite sure, but they really are. They're good girls, and they're following their dreams, which I'm very proud of. They're doing what they want to do, not what I want them to do or what society thinks they should do. So that's my proudest achievement, is my daughters. To describe Jared and Shannon and Tomo, that's very hard to put into words, but I'll start with Tomo, because every time I even think of your name, it makes me grin. I cannot help it. You are the most lighthearted one to me of the group. You have such an infectious laugh. It just comes from the heart. I love that. You're talented. You're friendly. You're loyal. You're loyal to the band. You're loyal to your wife, which I think is wonderful in this day and age, especially in the job that you have. It would be very easy to be led astray. And you can cook, and I just think that's amazing since I can't. Shannon, when I saw you in Charlotte, when I met you in Charlotte, and you walked out in meet and greet and had that Led Zeppelin shirt on, I was just like, yes, that's my kind of guy. And from everything that I've heard and read, if I had known you in high school and college, you'd have been who I would have hung out with. We had similar lifestyles back then, should I say. Maybe I've gotten a little bit better about it, but and I love the fact that you are just a normal person. You come to a town and you go to the mall and you go to Dick's Sporting Goods to go shopping. You don't set yourself apart and set yourself up with airs. You're so passionate about your music and your drums, and it shows when you're on stage. It's like you're just absorbed into what you're doing, and I think it's a focal point of the band. And then for Jared, there's so much to be said about you, and I think it goes so much further than just those gorgeous blue eyes and beautiful hair, because you are such a wonderful person on the inside. You're extremely intelligent. My daddy was a genius. He literally was a genius and the smartest man I've ever known in my life. I see a lot of his attributes in you, and the ability to, use that intelligence for good and to expand, and at the same time turn right around and just be a nut, just be totally goofy and have fun and act like, maybe a 10-year-old boy again. We all love that. We all love the fact that, hey, if Jarrett can do it, then it's okay for us to do it. We don't have to be all serious and grown up all the time. You give more of yourself to your fans, to the Echelon, than any other artist that I'm aware of. And I wish that I could have grown up and had the accessibility that the younger generation does today, to our idols, not necessarily idols, but and yet you do that freely. You do that just out of the goodness of your heart, and because you want to touch our lives. And you do. Every time you come online and you do a Vert Fire or you do a concert, we all kind of fangirl. It's just like, yay! It's amazing that you give that much of yourself to others. I have so much respect for you. I wish that other Echelon could see you as more of a person, and understand who you are or what you're allowing us to understand. Which brings me to the next question is, if I could be anywhere in the world, where would I want to be? I would love to be sitting around a table just talking to the three of you, and just getting to know you more on a personal level and finding out, what makes your brain tick, and just asking all the questions that don't get asked in an interview. Barring that, I'd want to be in Hawaii. I love Hawaii. Hawaii was the first vacation I took after my husband died that I felt alive. And so I relate to that when I think about the island. The people are wonderful. They're so chill and laid back, and it's truly a place of, no worries. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's warm pretty much all year round. And I would love that. So yeah, I've been here. A secret? I don't have any secrets. I don't understand trying to keep something from someone or hide something. I am pretty much an open book. You ask me whatever you want to, and I'll tell you. I am brutally honest, and so if I tell you something, you can believe that that's the way it is. I'm not just saying it to make you feel better. I'm saying it because that's what I think and what I do. So I thank you, Mars, for being in my life. I thank you for Vert, Jared. I have met the most amazing, amazing people through Vert. People I'll be friends with, I believe, for the rest of my life, that accept me for who I am and not what society thinks I should be. So I just hope that you can continue to do this, and I will support you in any way that I can. And Merry Christmas.